A quick disclaimer before we get started: if you can do the previous node with more cherry icicles than this one, you should probably do that. At least after you've cleared out the shop using this node, or you know, whatever other nodes you might be doing. To start off, all of these CEs used here can be replaced with basically any other 50% NP charge CEs, including cherry icicles, which makes this technically a 5 CE setup, just not a very practical one because you do need max limit broken copies, unfortunately. You can't really replace the Chateau or Chocolat on Eris because you need the damage, but outside of that you are free to do whatever you want. For the first wave you just quickly clear out with both Aras and Zheng Kong, and that just kind of works nicely. For the second wave you give Garrett the Buster buff and then Blue Su Zheng Kong out of the way, and slap all of the Castoria buffs. Garrett is not exactly necessary here or anything. You can use other options, as I will show in the next version of this setup. But I'm mostly using her here because it is a buster buff from Zheng Kong, so that helps with the damage. For the third wave, Eris just works. You can try to not use Chateau or Chocolat, but you're probably gonna run into some issues. Now, if you're wondering if we can somehow cut out Waver here, yes we can. Ignore the fact that Miu is here, she's not actually necessary. I just don't have a level 10 mana loading on Zheng Kong, because if you do, then you don't need 30% NP charge, you only need 20%, and Shakespeare happens to do that nicely. In that case, you also don't need to use Zheng Kong's Buster buff here on Arash, so you can still use it on Garrett or whoever else you might be using in this setup. But because I did have to do that, we are using Sunpai here. Obviously this also works with the previous setup, and she will easily clean out this third wave. I'm using Dragon's Meridian here, which gives less damage and absolutely nothing else, just to showcase that it does in fact work. I do miss out the kill just barely because of that, but it's very much fine. And realistically, you won't be using Dragon's Meridian anyways. You will actually use a better CE, so it should be more than fine. The third wave is the same as before. Now, I'm not really sure how useful this actually is, because again, this is on paper a 5C setup, but you would need to farm a lot for it. But it's more of a thought experiment as always. As usual, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.